Do you want something to do?
No, I'm fine.
Do stop fidgeting.
I'm not fidgeting, I'm worried, that's all.
Worried? What about?
Susan.
What about Susan?
Well, aren't you concerned about your daughter? I mean, she's only 18. Still very young to have left home. I'm an 18-year-old girl in London is highly vulnerable, to say the least. I mean, you've only got to read any newspaper to see something else has happened to an 18-year-old girl. And you sit there calmly reading a book as if there's nothing to worry about. I mean, if there's nothing to worry about, why haven't we heard?
She's only been gone 20 minutes.
I know. But just think what can happen in 20 minutes. It's a known fact that an atomic bomb can wipe up the entire London area in 20 seconds.
Oh, I think we'd have heard it, dear. But it isn't every day they drop an atomic bomb on Chelsea.
All right, laugh at me. I don't care. I don't care. If you're not worried, I'm not worried.
After all, you've always been the one to say they've all got to go sometime.
Well, they have, but not to Chelsea.
What about Frank? He's in Hong Kong.
Well, his son's different. I mean, he can take care of himself. He's in Hong Kong. But I wouldn't like to say what goes on in some of those Chinese restaurants in the King's Road.
Debbie in Newcastle?
Well, how can anyone go wrong in Newcastle? I mean, anyway, Debbie's never been interested in boys.
No, and you always used to worry about that. What's wrong with her, you used to say?
Well, I mean, a young girl at 20 not interested in a bit of fun, I mean, it's not normal, is it?
Well, Susie's quite normal.
And that's what makes me so worried. You don't realise it, but that girl of yours is going to turn into a right raver.
Susie? Oh, never.
Well, that's all you know, isn't it? Eh? When they had that sex education talk at school, she gave it.
Yes. She's a very sensible little girl. Now, go and sit down and relax. For the first time in 20 years, there's just you and me, exactly what we've always been looking forward to.
Yeah, you're right, yes. Yes. From here on in, it's just you and me. All the things we've ever wanted to do and couldn't do, we can now do. All right, what are we going to do then?
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm reading a book.
Now, what are we going to do together?
Well, why don't you read a book, too?
Oh, no, for heaven's sake, there's more to life than reading. I mean, how do you expect to learn anything?
I'm learning quite a lot from this one.
Oh, it's one of those, is it?
As a matter of fact, it is a very interesting account of human endeavour.
Well, that's what I mean, armchair adventure. What's the point of sitting there reading about it when we could be up and out and doing it?
Oh, well, we haven't fixed our summer holidays yet. How do you feel about rowing me across the Atlantic? Well, that's what the book's about. Shall I write for a brochure?
Oh, shut up and read your book.
Who are you phoning?
Oh, no, I'm just checking to see if the phone's working right.
Oh, are you expecting a call, then?
No, of course, no. But, I mean, somebody might be trying to get through.
Why don't you just phone Susie?
No, I will not. Oh, no, that's something I will not do. Oh, no. Oh, no, I don't want her to feel I'm over-anxious. Oh, no, I mean, she's 18. According to law, she's a free agent. I mean, she's got her own life to lead. Oh, I'm well aware of that. I can appreciate that fact. And I'm not going to be accused of interfering. What about you giving her a ring?
She won't be there yet.
Oh, I'll give her another 5 minutes. You carry on with the book and I'll glance through the newspaper.
Oh, good.
Any news of Mrs. Morrison's legs?
Oh, darling, I'm trying to read.
You're wearing glasses.
Well, of course I'm wearing glasses.
How long have you had those?
About 2 years.
Good Lord, that's serious.
No, it isn't. It's only for reading.
No, I didn't mean that. I mean, what a terrible thing. I've only just noticed it.
Well, perhaps you haven't looked at me for a couple of years.
You know something? You're right. It's an awful thing to admit, but I suppose with all the family being around, I mean, there just hasn't been time.
Well, you just have to get used to looking at me again, won't you?
Well, your legs are still good.
Thank you.
Your figure's holding up quite nicely.
Thanks again.
It's a pretty face, too.
Oh, do you think I stand a chance of becoming Miss World?
Oh, I don't see why not, considering the state of the world at the moment.
That was a short honeymoon.
Oh, no, it isn't. No, that's well, it's just going to start now. This is the beginning. Come on, sit over here.
Oh, not now.
No. That's one thing you've said far too often. Now, this is just the time for us to have a good look at each other to see what we've got.
Yes. we've still got what we've always had.
Yeah, but I haven't had a look at it lately. Come over here and bring back a few memories.
Terry.
No arguing.
Well, what about my book?
Let him paddle his own canoe. Go on, put that book down. Come on. Huh? All right. Come on. There, it's nice, isn't it? Huh?
Do you know, it's really quite comfortable. I can't remember the last time I sat on this.
Yeah. Well, we've had 3 squatters on it for the best part of 15 years.
It stood up very well.
Yes, well, I don't see why it should fall into disuse now. Take them off. Your specs.
Oh. There. Now you can see me in all my glory.
Yes, I might conceivably be around for a few more years yet.
And still something better turns up.
Well, I mean, you can't be sure. I mean, after that little dolly bird in the greengrocer's, I mean, she loves it when I go shopping. I've only got to go in and say, how are your golden delicious today? And she's away.
Golden delicious, her? More like Granny Smith.
Yes, she's a bit, isn't she? She's not really my type. She's not ripe enough. No. You're more my style. Mellow. Full-bodied. Fruity. Mature.
Oh, do stop before you get to vintage.
You know, I think I'd fancy a drink. How about you? What'll it be, gin?
No, I think I'll just have a sherry.
Oh, no, you won't. It'll be gin for you. Yeah, that always used to get you going, eh? Do you remember the old days? Dear, oh dear. All those chocolates and flowers I used to spread all over you. What happened? Nothing. But one whiff of gin and you were mine. Go on, knock that back.
Make me sound like a drunken nympho.
Why do you think I married you? Cheers.
I always thought it was for my money. Cheers.
Well, that as well. Mark, you haven't seen much of that, have we? I mean, your parents don't exactly fling it around. I think they got it buried on that farm of theirs. Mark, I was never good enough for you. No, I was never good enough for you. I wasn't educated at St. Margaret's College, Orpington. And I wasn't sent to a finishing school either.
They only wanted to do their best for me.
Yeah, well, an education like that must have cost them a fortune. But your real education started with me. And all it cost me was 30 bob for a bottle of gin. God, it was like striking oil in the North Sea. Pow!
Oh, you are coarse. It's no wonder my parents thought I'd married beneath me.
No, well, they should have got used to it by now. After all, you've given them 3 beautiful grandchildren. And talking of children, Susan should be there by now. She's probably on the sofa with some long-haired git who's nipped round with a bottle of gin.
They're not all like you know. Anyway, Susie knows what she's doing.
Yeah, well, I want to know what she's doing, too. Like mother, like daughter. Hello?
Hello?
Right, there's a boy there. She's got a boy. There's a boy there now. There is. Who's that?
Gordon.
Gordon? Blimey, you don't happen to own a distillery, do you? Could I speak to my daughter, please?
Well, there are 2 girls here. Is it the one with glasses or the little raver?
No, she's the little raven. No, she isn't. Well, I mean, she wasn't when she left here. Could I just speak to Susan Fletcher, please?
Oh, hang about.
Did you hear that?
Oh, don't get so upset, darling.
I thought you said she was sharing a flat with a girl.
Well, she is a very nice girl, Margaret Thorpe. She should be a very good influence. She went to my old school.
Well, old Blue Drawers United. Oh, Susan, are you all right?
Of course I am.
You got there safely then?
Yes.
And everything's all right?
Yes, fine.
Only your mother was a bit worried.
Oh, but I've only been gone 40 minutes.
No, but you know what your mother's like. She begged me to give you a ring. Better have a word with her and put her mind at rest. By the way, who was that boy I was speaking to?
Well, that's Gordon from upstairs. He's a friend of Margaret.
But we don't want to be a nuisance, Susan, but remember, we're here if you need us. Yeah. Here's your mother. Ask her when she's coming round to see us.
Hello, darling.
Oh, you're not really worried, are you?
Oh, of course not. You know what your father's like. Tell me, did those curtains I gave you fit the kitchen all right?
Oh, yes, they're fine. Listen, I must rush. I've got a million things to do. When I'm settled in, you and Daddy must come over for dinner sometime.
Oh, we'd love to. Look after yourself. Bye, darling.
Bye.
Well, that was a fat lot of good. You didn't find anything out?
Oh, yes, I did.
What?
The curtains will be fine.
Oh, I shall sleep better tonight. Oh, yes. If there's one thing I wanted to know about my daughter, it was the fact that her curtains fit.
Don't make a meal of it. Anyway, when she's settled in, she wants us to go over for dinner.
Oh, that'll be a great gourmet moment, that'll be. Tin of soup, fish fingers, and an instant whip.
Yes, she's just not interested in cooking. It's funny, really, because Debbie adores it.
I know, that's what puzzles me. I mean, she makes someone a marvellous wife, and there she is, an old maid stuck on the shelf.
She's only 20. Give her a chance. Anyway, I don't think she's really interested in marriage.
Well, I mean, why not? She's a girl and she's quite pretty, isn't she?
Yes, but she's more keen on a career. That's why she's at college.
Ah, waste of time. She should be studying to be a mother and a wife. Well, not in that order, of course, but I mean, career women, I don't like them.
Well, I was one until you came along.
Ah, yes. And then after you married me, you were able to give it up.
I sometimes wondered what might have happened if I hadn't.
You've missed an awful lot, darling. Now, come on, let's have another drink. We don't want to think about the past, we want to think about the future. Fresh fields, wider vistas, new horizons.
I was quite happy just reading.
Well, you can't spend the next 30 years with your head in a book.
Well, that's just it. If I want to, I can.
Well, it'd be like living in a public library. I mean, what am I going to do?
Well, I mean, you'll do what you've always done. You'll rush off to work every morning and you'll stagger back home at night exhausted and fidget and cluck around like an old mother hen.
Cluck around? What do you mean? What are you talking about? I don't cluck. I just have a normal fatherly interest in his brood. A family.
All right. You're a very kind, considerate husband and father, and I love you dearly. But the fact is, we've come to a very strange point in our lives. This house has been like Piccadilly Circus for the last 20 years, and now suddenly it's deserted. Well, I know there have been times before when we've had the place to ourselves, but only for the odd day or two. This time, it's final. There's no more kids clamouring for attention or money or meals or pouring out their problems or plans. I mean, we're stuck with a house full of memories and empty rooms. And it's a very lonely feeling. And that's why I'm trying to read a book to take my mind off it.
June, you're not going to cry, are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, good.
Yes, I have.
Oh, June, no, don't, no. I didn't realise you felt like this. I mean, otherwise I wouldn't have brought the subject up.
You didn't have to bring it up. It's here.
Yeah, but I didn't realise if you felt like this. I mean, we don't have to stop in this house if it's too big. We can sell it. We get a good price for it. Move into a bungalow, a flat, or emigrate.
Oh, no, I don't want to emigrate or even move. I mean, I love this house. It's been a very happy house, and it's full of lovely memories.
June, don't cry.
I'm not crying. I'm very happy.
Look
No, I am. I really am. And after all, we're going to need all those rooms when our grandchildren come and visit us.
Grandchildren not even married yet.
Well, they will be one day.
Well, we're not a very good advertisement for it now, are we?
No. I'm sorry, love. I didn't mean to cry.
Well, go on, have a cry if you want to. Go on, get it out.
No.
Go on, fill your boots.
No,
Go
it's
on.
all right. I'm fine now.
Well, let's have another drink, shall we?
May as well.
What do you want in it? Tonic or tears?
Tonic.
Mark, I can see your point. I can see your point because I mean I've got my job to go to every day, but you're just going to be stuck here on your own, feeling sorry for yourself.
Oh, no, I promise you I won't do that. I shall probably get a job, go out to work.
Oh no. No. Oh no. I'm all for you finding something new and vital and exciting in your life, but I mean you'll do it at home.
Such as what?
Well, poker work, rug making. I mean, there's all manner of things. I mean, you do it at home. You start going out to work and people think I'm out of work.
Oh, nonsense. Besides, we could do with some extra money in the kitty every week. I mean, towards the upkeep of this place. You're always on about the cost of decorating and repairs.
Well, yeah, but I don't want this place tarted. I mean, I like it as it is. It sort of has a certain old world charm.
Old world plumbing, too. Do you know, it's 2 years since you promised to have that bookshelf put back in the bookcase.
Oh, God, blimey, give us a chance. You've only just bought the book. Anyway, I wouldn't ask a firm to come in and do a footling little job like this. I mean, I could have this up for you in half an hour. In fact, I'd rather like doing that. Yes, I'd rather get pleasure out of that. Yes, you sit and carry on reading your book, and I'll whip this up for you.
You don't mind?
No, of course not. No, you sit back, get your feet up. No, relax. Now, where does it go?
There.
Right. I'll go and get the things then. I shan't disturb you. Right. Where's the toolbox?
In the drawer.
Drawer. Which drawer?
Right-hand drawer of the kitchen dresser.
Right hand. Right.
And the kitchen's just across
I know
the...
where the kitchen is. that'll soon set. Now, let's have a look. What on earth's that?
It's what I used to mend the fuses with. It's called fuse wire.
Good Lord. Learn something every day, don't you? Hammer. Screws. Where's the screwdriver then? Oh, God! Who left the nails in there?
Well, you'd expect to find them in a toolbox.
You were not pointing upwards. Very dangerous, that is. Good Lord. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, that's obvious. I mean, there's the trouble, there's the problem. It's the bracket. Well, that's easy enough. Right.
Don't worry, I'll do it tomorrow.
I know what I'm doing. Oh, let's go and answer that. I'm busy at the moment.
With any luck, it could be a carpenter. Debbie!
Hello, Mummy.
Oh, darling, how wonderful.
I'm sorry I didn't let you know, but it was a last-minute thing. I got a couple of days in between exams, and David was coming to London, so gave me a lift. Oh, this is David, by the way.
David Turner, how do you do?
Oh, how do you do, David? How nice. You're a friend of Debbie's, are
Yes,
you?
we're in the same college together.
Oh, that is nice.
Mum, he's still got a fair way to go. Can we give him a drink or something?
Well, of course, darling. Do come in.
Oh, thanks. I'll just go and switch the lights off.
Seems very nice.
Just a friend, Mum.
Oh.
Where's Daddy?
He's in there, dear, fixing a shelf.
What? You sure it is, Daddy?
He'll be thrilled to see you. Come on.
I'll just go and dump this on my bed.
Oh, all right, dear, and then bring David in here.
Okay.
Darling, it's Debbie.
What?
She's got someone to give her a lift home for the weekend. She's bringing her friend in for a drink.
Oh, good.
I say you can leave that for now.
Yes, it is a trifle more complicated than I thought. How's she looking?
Oh, fine, bit pale after the journey.
Well, I'll take her out for a walk in the morning. That's what she needs, fresh air, cooped up in that university. Then in the afternoon we can go to the exhibition
Darling,
at the V&A.
don't try to organise her too much,
course
will you?
not.
Because she might have some plans of her own.
Yes, well...
Daddy!
Oh, hello, my love. Hello. How are you looking? Are you losing weight?
You're not.
No, not yet.
In here, David.
David?
Yes, he's a friend of mine.
Oh, David, how do you do? Any friend of Debbie's is a friend of ours. We want you to feel absolutely at home here.
Oh, thanks.
Anytime you're popping, do pass in. I mean, anytime you're popping, do pop in.
He's in Newcastle most of the time.
Oh, I see. You're together at the same what's it, are you?
Yes, I'm in my second year.
Second year? Oh, you've been knowing each other that long. You must be quite close by now.
We're only reading economics together.
Economics, well, that must be useful. I mean, at least you won't have to quarrel about the housekeeping money.
Why don't you give the poor man a drink?
Yes, oh, Debbie, do sit down.
Oh,
please.
thanks.
No, not at the chair. On the sofa next to Debbie. Move over, June. Go on, get out. What will it be? Drop a gin?
No, thanks, just a beer. I'm driving.
Ah, very commendable. Very wise young man. Sherry?
Yes, please.
Your mother's on the gin.
I hope you weren't interrupting anything, Mrs. Fletcher.
Oh, no, not at all. My husband was just trying to fix that shelf.
Oh, can I do it for you?
Oh, no, you stay there. No, that's a bit of a tricky job, that. I'm afraid your economics wouldn't be much help to you there.
He'd have it done in a jiffy. He practically built his own car.
Oh, well, I mean, if you feel like having a go, I mean, just carry on.
Right. I'll...
No, yeah, take the beer with him.
Oh,
yeah. Well, it's quite like old times, isn't it? Cheers.
Cheers.
Seems a nice young man. Any friends?
Sort of.
Close.
Just a friend.
Young man,
Yes?
what exactly are your intentions?
I think a couple of raw plugs should do it.
Serves you right. Have you seen anything about Lucy lately?
No, dear, why?
Well, I had a letter from her the other day.
Oh, she's all right, isn't she?
Well, reading between the lines, I think she's getting a bit desperate.
Well, I think it's a bit late for that sort of thing for her, isn't it? I mean, she must be nearly 80.
She's 73. What's the matter with her?
Well, she's having to leave that hotel in Kensington.
Oh, they found out, have they? All those visitors in her room after 10:30 p.m.
Oh, Sherry, darling, do be quiet. Go on, dear.
Well, they've suddenly put their terms up and she finds she just can't afford it.
Oh, poor old Lucy. Nothing's gone right for her since she left India.
On the other hand, India's a lot better off.
Darling, couldn't you go and help David?
Yeah, I'll go and see if he's managed to cope all right.
She's tried Bournemouth, Folkestone and Worthing, and it's always the same story.
Yes, too expensive. You know, what she wants is a nice little flat.
Well, that's what she's looking for. But it's difficult to find, and in the meantime, she's got to leave Kensington and just doesn't know where to go.
Poor old girl. I'll give her a ring.
Oh, would you, Mummy? And ask her to stay here for a while?
Well, I didn't say that, darling.
Oh, why not? You've got plenty of room now, and it wouldn't be for long.
I don't think she'd fit in somehow.
Not bad, not bad at all.
What do you think about it, Terry?
Oh, first-class job here. Yes, this man will be very handy around the house.
No, I mean about Aunt Lucy.
And what about her?
Coming to stay here.
What? Oh!
Terry, darling. Are you awake?
No.
Shh, it's all right.
Huh?
I thought I'd go and make myself a hot drink.
Why?
I can't sleep. Do you want one?
No.
Oh, well, don't worry. Go back to sleep. I won't disturb you.
You're the only person I know who can wake me up to tell me to go back to sleep.
I'm sorry, darling. I'm just so worried about Lucy.
Now, listen, I am not having this place turned into a home for your stray relatives.
Well, she's not really a stray. I mean, she is my godmother.
Good, fine, but she's not mine.
Poor old girl. She's got nowhere to go.
Well, she can go to the YWCA.
That's for young women.
Well, the OWCA, then. Well, stay with your mother. I mean, it's her sister.
I don't think Daddy gets on with her very well.
Well, that's something we have in common, then.
You see, she knows we've got room now, and it would only be for a week or two. And I mean, she could have the radio and telly in her bedroom, and you wouldn't even know she was there.
Now, listen, for the first time in years, we can get into the bathroom without queuing. The cap is actually on the toothpaste, and we get dressed in the morning without the hideous accompaniment of twanging guitars.
I don't think Aunt Lucy plays a guitar.
I don't know what we're arguing about. I don't know why you're discussing. I mean, you made up your mind, haven't you?
Oh, no, I haven't. I wouldn't dream of doing it unless you agreed.
Well, I don't agree, but I can't see my chance of getting any sleep tonight unless I do, so... All right, she can come.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Only 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And she goes.
Then she goes.
No arguing.
No arguing.
And I ought to have my head examined.
It's a lovely head.
And what about that hot drink?
Oh, yes, please. Chocolate. Who's that?
Right, I was telling me.
Oh, you're back early.
Yes, I had to go to Staines, and I should have gone straight over to Reading, but I thought if I came home, I could get in a game of golf.
Golf this afternoon?
Yeah.
Oh, you're forgetting.
What?
It's Thursday.
That's all right. We don't have early closing at the club.
But Lucy's arriving.
Well, it's all right. I mean, you're here. You don't need me, do you?
Well, I mean, isn't it a bit rude if I tell her you're out playing golf?
All right, then. Don't tell her.
Suppose she comes home and, I mean, she sees you carrying your clubs.
Well, she'll know I've been out playing golf, won't she?
Look, I've got an idea. When you come back, why don't you honk when you get into the drive, and I'll keep her talking and not let her go into the hall until you've sneaked in and put your clubs back in the cupboard.
No. No, I've got a better idea. How would it be if you left the ladder against the roof, and then I can climb up and I can drop the clubs down, one by one, down the chimney?
Don't be silly. I just don't want her to be offended the minute she arrives.
Now, listen, let's get one thing absolutely clear. Oh, that's hot. Listen, if I want... Dear, oh, dear. If I want to play golf, I will play golf, and I shall come back carrying my own clubs, and if Lucy doesn't like it, she can dump it.
Oh, that could be her. Oh, Terry, don't you want to change?
I'll change at the club. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, come in.
Hello, Terry,
Hello,
dear.
Lucy. How nice to see you. How are you,
Oh,
dear?
very well, dear, thank you.
Good.
I think you're putting on weight.
Yes, I think I am, yes.
Lucy.
Oh, Julie.
Oh, you must be exhausted.
Just a little. Oh, have you been playing golf, dear?
No, I was just going to, actually.
Oh, what a pity. Never mind, you can play tomorrow. I'm so glad I caught you.
Not much more.
Oh, good.
You can manage those up the stairs, can't you, dear? The driver isn't very obliging.
You didn't bring all this in a taxi?
No, dear, a small removing van. The hotel arranged it for me. You will be careful with the cage, won't you?
Cage?
Something I bought to remind me of India.
It's not a Bengal tiger, is it?
No, dear, that's in the trunk.
What?
It's her hearth rug.
Oh.
Right then. One more item and that's your lot.
Oh, thank heavens for that.
Now, how are you feeling after the journey? It's a minor.
Welsh?
No, dear, Indian.
Get it off the boat at Folkestone, did you?
Isn't he beautiful? What's his name?
Gunga Din. I brought him over by sea.
Doesn't he like flying?
I told you Uncle Terry was full of fun.
That'll be £5.50.
Oh, now, where have I packed my checkbook?
Oh, I'd rather have the cash, madam.
Oh, well, that's rather awkward.
Oh, we'll see to it, won't you, Terry?
Here we go.
Will £6 be all right?
Thanks very much. Targa?
Now, how about a nice cup of tea?
Only if you're making one, dear. I don't want to be any trouble.
Oh, yes, of course we're making one. Terry, darling, you start taking Lucy's things upstairs and I'll put the kettle on.
I do hope I'm not being a nuisance.
No. Is this the one with the tiger skin in it?
Yes.
I think the tiger's still there. I'll need some help with this one. I'll start taking these small bags up, all right?
I baked a lovely cake for tea, Lucy.
Oh, I don't eat cake, dear. But perhaps if it's not too much trouble, just a little bit of toast.
Yes.
With an egg on it. I think Gunga Din might like a piece of cake.
Oh, fine. Well, you go in and sit down.
Sure you can manage, Terry?
Yes, I'm sure. I'm surprised you didn't bring your bedroom suite with you.
Oh, that's coming tomorrow, dear.